Well, in technology news, shares of Apple surging today and helping to make indices hit new records. This after a revenue forecast that signals demand for the iPhone will be high. They're scheduled for release later this year. In an interview with Bloomberg's Emily Chang, Apple CEO Tim Cook said, "We're very happy to give guidance of $49 billion to $52 billion. We really like what we see for the beginning of the back-to-school season." Joining us now from San Francisco is Alex Webb, tech reporter for Bloomberg News. Alex, why suddenly the confidence when we have been hearing all these rumors that perhaps there would be delays or that people might be disappointed, or at least investors would be disappointed?
Well, I'm not sure there was going to be disappointment stretching out into next year. It was more disappointment about the coming quarter. In fact, the quarter we're in right now, which ends at the end of September, there was a slight concern that the high-end iPhone, the tentatively named iPhone 8, was going to be slightly delayed. They've got problems in the supply chain with the screen technology. But the thing that these earnings seem to indicate was that even if there are those delays, Apple's going to be able to prop up their earnings with other businesses. The lower-end iPhones they're going to introduce, as well as things like services and all of the other hardware they sell. Everything grew in the last quarter, including iPads, which haven't grown for a couple of years. So it was quite a few reasons to give investors confidence, essentially.
It's almost like people need their Apple fix. Well, let me share with our listeners what Cook also said about what's driving the company's growth, including the services that you mentioned. He said, quote, "Over the last 12 months, the services business has become the size of a Fortune 100 company. This is a milestone that we projected to meet, but not this soon, so we are thrilled that we have now achieved that." What brought them over that milestone, Alex?
I'm not entirely sure of the exact numbers in terms of what makes it a Fortune 100 and what doesn't, but the services is now a business which drives in excess of $25 billion a year in revenue. They're talking about doubling that to 50 by 2020. The thing that's really important about services, well, there are two factors. Firstly, it's a lot more profitable than selling hardware because it's software. Things like iTunes and Apple Music and iCloud and the App Store, of course. And secondly, it really makes Apple devices sticky. If you think about all the apps that you've got in your phone, the prospect of moving all that data onto a phone run by a competitor like Android makes it a challenge then to swap out your iPhone for something else. So it means that even if the next generation of iPhones is perhaps disappointing, people are almost forced to buy them because they've got all that data in the iOS ecosystem.